Good afternoon, distinguished guests, family members, friends, esteemed academic and pastoral colleagues, and of course the celebrated senior class. I've been honored to introduce to you the valedictorian of the AIS Salzburg class of 2024. This is the student who is graduating with the highest grade point average of anyone in this class. And it's a spectacular class. But first, an apple. A simple yet nutritious fruit. But in my childhood, growing up where I did, an apple was also the coveted prize and honored award for being a good teacher. Traditionally, this was the student gift for a teacher on Teacher Appreciation Day. There are several theories on why apples became this symbol of teaching, this emblem of knowledge. Some of them go back thousands of years, even to the Genesis story of the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden, which is so often depicted in religious art as being an apple tree. I don't suppose that Nikol Borislavova Georgieva knew this when 3 or 4 years ago, on the first day of the new school year, she presented me with a beautiful painted miniature ceramic apple tree. It's been sitting on my desk ever since. Nikol told me at the time that she'd been on a Mediterranean vacation over the summer and saw this little tree and thought of me. It will always remain a treasured gift. From an educator's perspective, Nikol herself will always remain a treasured gift as well. I was fortunate to be one of Nikol's first teachers when she started at AIS Salzburg six years ago. I think I speak for all of her teachers at the school since then, that Nikol was known from day one as a success story about to happen. When her name is brought up among faculty, it's often accompanied by words like dedicated, determined, diligent, driven, and goal-oriented. It was Nikol herself who told me already when she was in the 7th grade that it was her plan to be the valedictorian of the graduating class. I don't think you guys had a chance. And here we are today, me introducing Nikol to give her a valedictory speech. She has certainly accomplished her goal. During those 6 years of Nikol's academic career, she has consistently demonstrated her will to succeed academically. 6 years is 18 trimesters. Is that right? Yeah. In each of those 18 trimesters, Nikol has had a grade point average of at least 4.1 on our scale that tops out at 4.3. She has been a distinguished student 15 trimesters and a senior scholar 3 trimesters, which adds up to 18. Nikol has been on the school's honor roll every trimester for her entire 6 years. But it's not just in academics that she has succeeded or surpassed her goals. For many, she became a trusted and true friend. For classmates, she became a role model. For me, she became a reminder of the truly rewarding human aspect of being a member of this AIS Salzburg community. I reflect fondly on the many times Nikol would come to speak with me after classes, regaling me with tales of Bulgaria and summer vacations, life plans, and her current interest at the time. We would laugh often, sometimes shed a tear or two. We would share stories of ups and downs, and advise and support each other's future plans. I don't know, Nikol, if you ever realized how honored I am that you chose me to be a sounding board and a confidant through those years. Nikol has demonstrated her diligence through achieving this huge academic accomplishment. And she has demonstrated her humanity to many of us through simply being herself. A true apple of our collective eye. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the AIS Salzburg class of 2024 valedictorian, Nikol Borislavova Georgieva.
Dear Class of 2024, faculty members, families, and friends, welcome and thank you for being here. As a class, we have waited for this day impatiently. We have counted days, hours, minutes, and seconds, and now that this day has come, we feel sorry that it has, because it means leaving behind friends and inspiring teachers that have served as our mentors throughout our journey in AIS Salzburg. In my 6 years at the school, I have preoccupied myself with the preparation for Newton's great developments in calculus alongside Mr. Lichty, a teacher who may have made many students cry, but has also led them to improvement and acquirement of new knowledge in math. In some students, such as Mila, there wasn't anything new to acquire, as seen by the fact that we have all gone to her for help at some point. No building will ever be the same, as now every arch, pediment, column, and architectural decoration stands out because of Mr. McLean's incomparable ability to make something so mundane fascinating to a young student's mind. Mr. McLean sparks such curiosity in his students, in particular this senior class, as seen by Valentina and Eli's questions that break the silence and Laura's responses that bring the class back down from a very loud discussion. Not a moment has passed without the thought of the importance of the mitochondria that Ms. Kasperger has so kindly imprinted in her students' minds, along with the importance of kindness, generosity, and humor, as seen by her patience with Arthur's regular naps and Milo's active participation. It wouldn't be a regular weekend if my fellow classmates and I didn't find ourselves wandering around an imaginary world, the door to which was a book, whether it be an AP prep book or classical literature. And on Mondays when walking into the classroom, greeted by Jade's and Yulia's warm smiles, we all became energized and forgot about the long weekend that has just passed. To be or not to be was what we asked ourselves when we dived into the revival of classical ideas and the Napoleonic Wars. It wouldn't have been as productive without Sarah's eagerness for a better understanding of European history, Samara's ability to answer all of Mr. Gillette's questions, and Paul's interest in any subject except for the subject at hand. However, Ms. Saron's warm hugs and chocolate kept the class motivated. Physics and chemistry with Mr. Leiker left us all realizing our lack of knowledge, except for Tim, who already knew the answer to all the questions we were just now beginning to ask. A big thank you is owed to all the German teachers at the school, in particular Ms. McLean. Ms. McLean is the epitome of kindness and generosity. German classes with her were filled with creative activities to improve our understanding of the language, and I am beyond grateful for them. On days when we were overwhelmed, sometimes sick, we got to see Mr. Suttmann. His evaluation of our well-being and ironic comments are things that all students in this room are familiar with. On days when we were lucky, we got to go through this process with Ms. Gundringer. She was the woman who was more generous with her permission to let us take a sick day, but also the woman that takes on the admirable job of managing the main office. After a full day of school, when the building that houses our classes becomes our home, we have all turned to the dorm parent, Ms. Clark. Ms. Clark is a person who, no matter what, will ask you how you are and how your day was. Her caring nature, bubbly mood, and unconditional support is what has helped many of the students keep their motivation in check. Ms. Fox has had a similar effect on the students. She always makes sure that there are fun activities on the weekend, but also that everyone has someone to turn to in case they need to. She makes us all feel as her friends and creates a comfortable and safe environment for us. She achieves that with the help of all the lovely RAs Matt, Arabella, Nick, Ali, Abby, and Tom Henry. They all serve as our support system, role models, friends, and even family. Lastly, Mr. Fox is the organizer of our school trips. He puts an immense amount of effort into making sure that all students can get a change of scenery and take part in activities that they will find interesting while they're there. Mr. McLean has managed to assemble a team of teachers and resident staff members that have dedicated their lives to the improvement of students. It is a hard task, I imagine, but I can confidently say he has succeeded. There aren't enough thank yous to express my gratitude for all of them. The people that unite us as a class are Maria and Leo. It is no surprise that Maria is the holder of the ECIS award, as she is incredibly helpful and open-minded. It is these traits that make her so approachable and easy to talk to. Leo, on the other hand, is the one to make sure that everyone feels included. He has not forgotten to congratulate a single birthday, Easter, New Year's, or Christmas. It is the importance of such people that is often overlooked. Because the school is so academically oriented, we often forget to be kind and inclusive to others. At the start of each school year, we're all far away from our comfort zones at home and warmth of our families, and are in a new environment with many people we didn't know at first, all trying to fit in, find friends, and grow. It is important to always remember that showing a little bit of kindness to people could make a big difference to them. This is a lesson that all the teachers and staff members in the school have put great emphasis on, and I can say that this senior class in particular has taken a great note of it, seen by Lisa and Elisa's encouraging behavior and positive outlook, Kate's little portraits to make us all feel special, Katya's caring nature, and Nikol's jokes to cheer us up. We cannot, however, forget the role of our families. Our families are the ones who have filled us with love, encouraged us when we have doubted ourselves, and most importantly, made the necessary sacrifices to give us the opportunities we have now. Without my family, I would not be standing here before you. Мамо, тата и моми, благодаря ви много за безграничната любов и подкрепа, които вие сте ми давали. Без вас аз няма да бъда тук днес. Обичам ви. We have only gotten this far from the support of each other. If you take nothing else from this speech, remember to be kind to yourself and to others. Thank you.